Hello and welcome to my third apartment I've ever lived in Japan. I recently switched jobs, switched cities, and so here I am in a new place, and I promised everyone that when I moved, I would do one of these apartment tour videos. And behind me lies this new apartment, but I want to give you guys at first kind of an outside view of the surroundings. I've moved from the super countryside to mostly countryside, where now I had to travel about 30 minutes before to get to my gym, to get to an onsen, anything like that. Now it's only like 10 minutes away. I'm actually much closer to the city that I'm in now, which is super convenient and really, really nice. Starting here, I really like having kind of a green view, and I chose this place because at first there was no foliage. I came here kind of early March, but now you can see it's starting to become green, and that's going to be really, really beautiful by the time that it arrives to, even, May. That's going to be nice. So let's do some numbers first, some relevant numbers. There's about 6 different apartments here. There is 6 different apartments here. Each apartment is 2 floors. That was a big choosing point for me. About 64,000 yen a month, which is about $650. The 2 floors, 60 square meters, that amount per month, and about 10 minutes away from downtown. That was relevant information I wanted to give. Also very, very green, as I've mentioned. So now I'll be layering in. It's kind of funny. I think like a cat came by recently. A little badger, who knows exactly what it was, came by and walked across my ginkan here, and it's left its steps. It's endearing. It looks cute. So let's head indoors. Got my intercom here. The usual stuff. So stepping inside, this is the ginkan, and I have here the place for my shoes. I'm not a shoe hoarder, but I do have a couple now over the years, and so that's nice. A little less space than I had from my prior apartment, but still far more than enough. And here, my reusable bags for going to the grocery store. So you may have seen outside with the several other apartments here that they close the front. It's basically like if it's really windy, you can close this front grate, but I don't close it because I like to get a little bit more light. And again, like I was saying, you can imagine once some more time passes, just how green that's going to look out there. I was also a little concerned when I first arrived that my TV stand and my couch and all this stuff, I wasn't sure totally if it would fit, but as you can see, it's actually fitting really, really well. And I'm considering perhaps even getting a little table. I put it right here, a table for 2. I could sit, study Japanese, watch a little bit of Netflix, something like that. Okay, next up, let's go to the kitchen. So we got my fridge, obviously got my sink, we got my little prep table, and we've got my oven. And the vent, of course, you gotta have a vent. Now, one thing that's really nice about having moved in for now to my third apartment is that I don't need to furnish it. That was a major cost, obviously, when I was doing this initially. So for the couch, for the TV stand, for a washing machine, but all that stuff is done and dusted, dealt with. So I saved a little bit of money. I said that this was 64,000, about 650, 60 square meters. Well, I was paying 54,000 in my last apartment, so it's a little bit more, but I can easily pull out like 10 different things that I might value, say at $10 a month, where it's still quite affordable. I was willing to pay that little bit extra, and they're improvements on everything that I had prior. Now, one thing that I had in my other place, but I will mention now, this, super important when I was looking around, and if you're looking for apartments, and you have maybe more than one room. I've got an aircon here, and as you'll see in my bedroom upstairs, I also have an aircon. And when I was looking around, that was not so common. It's far more common to have one aircon for the entire house, and with the absolutely intense humidity that you get here, it's not really enough. It's so bad. If I only had one, I think I would suffer for it. So I looked for that and I found it. Next up, we got the bathroom. The bathroom and the shower and the toilet and all that good stuff. And I really like this little window here, just letting in a little bit of light. My aunt gave me this piece of art and creates cool shadows. And it is spacious, as you can see. Space is abundant. We got lots of shelves for all the various items that you're gonna have for your morning routine that you're doing. Cue the piano music and American Psycho monologue. Come around here. Toilet paper, not too much, not hoarding. Only got what I need. And then we got the bathroom. Of course, one of the great perks of living in Japan is having the toilet that considers your needs, has a bidet, talks to you, makes you feel special and loved. Got one of those. Now, I was talking about things that I really like, reasons that I got this. So far, we've got like the 2 floors. We've got the nice spacious living room area. The next thing I'm going to show you here is my shower, and the shower is awesome. The shower for Japanese standards, oh yeah, it's quite large. So, give you a look in there. And then I got one of these for the first time. It's like the shower mat, but it's not a rug. It's a ceramic absorbent plate, and it's amazing. And then may I draw your attention to that, which is one of these little onsen seats. And it's really chill. You go to the gym, and you have a nice onsen seat, and there it is, the full-size bathtub. I really do feel spoiled. This is such a nice size. And one of those cool little things, let's get over here. This is one of these things in Japan where you can control the temperature, and so you can just like flick your shower on to like full blast and it'll not be too hot or too cold, and you can control all the details of it. It's kind of I don't even consider it fancy anymore, but it really is useful and practical. So that is the bathroom, the toilet, and the shower. And it's really, really nice. I have here a little storage nook coming up next. So this is, just for anything else that I might buy. Say, for example, I got myself some onions and some garlic. I didn't have a lot of storage space behind me there on the kitchen counter, so I got this. All brand, huge bag of rice. My ironing board for looking good. My light lamp for doing podcasts and good lighting. Doing the YouTube thing, you want to have good lighting. So that is the first floor. We come over here. Let's inject some personality into this. I've got below me here some of my memorabilia from the time that I've been here. I ran in the Mito Marathon and I finished. And then I did it again and I failed. This here is easily one of my all-time favorite classes when I first came to Japan, and they made me this cool little picture book after I'd been there. And I love these kids, and I got the strong sense that they loved me as well. It's a really beautiful school to be a part of. I got this kanji spells Daibito, so they were giving me this farewell thing. And this paper is from when I went to Kyoto with my very good friend Drew, and it's one of these fortunes that you can get, and it was an excellent fortune that foretold in my writing endeavors I would have great success. And then here are a couple little memorabilia items. When I've been to New Year's a couple times in Kyoto, and these 2 animals were the animals of each New Year. I've written the JLPT a bunch of times, and this was a gift from my sensei for kind of good luck that I would pass. I have a good friend who said that I take lighters far too often, so he gave me a nice Zippo. And then from the family, a watch. Nice, eh? That's just gonna get more and more beautiful out there. So now, talking about reasons why specifically did I get this place? Well, previously I lived in a Leo Palace. That's tiny. Then I moved to a new place, a little bit bigger, 52 square meters. And there I had basically enough space in the living room that it would double as a living room and a studio where I would do all my editing. But one of the things I wanted, I was like, okay, I'm moving again. I'm gonna get a room that I can dedicate to my creative work, and that's what I got. So here is my room that I will, over the course of time that I stay here, put more and more into developing for YouTube creative stuff and podcast stuff. So for now, that's just my computer that I got, the laptop I've had for 5 years and almost died. Patrons were generous and have donated that I would be able to upgrade for one of these fancy new external hard drives. Oh, I'm winded going up those stairs. That's funny. So this room is big enough that now in this side, I'm going to buy another desk, and I will put the desk that's behind me over here, set it up for podcasting that I don't need to move anything. And then this section will have like a larger work table that I will use for whether it's writing or just plain editing when I get a new desktop computer. But yeah, I'm gonna fill up this room with basically everything that I do creatively. And it's been a long time in coming, but now that I finally have it, it's not huge, but it's enough. So I will make use of it. Next, I want to show you a couple of it's like personal things, kind of like downstairs, memorabilia from time spent with the work that I've done outside of the creative stuff. These are little like hagaki cards, gift cards, what's that? Postcard that teachers or students will sign when you leave to say thank you very much. This is the card from the school downstairs that I showed the picture of. They're awesome. I think there it is. They would always say, I love you. I love them too. They were great kids. And then here is another one with various. You can see the failure in my teaching of English when they write English. It's pretty nasty. No, they're great. It's good stuff. Yeah, and here's that Mito Marathon again, the second time. I failed. Okay. So that's the studio room. Let's be creative and enter into the bedroom through this way. So, one of the great things here is that connected between these two rooms is this awesome walk-in closet, shared walk-in closet space that has given me more room than any one man would ever need for clothes and a little extra storage. And as I say, it connects the two rooms and then leads into my bedroom. And this bedroom where it was definitely big enough, the one that I had before, but this one is now just ridiculous. It's super nice, makes me happy. I had a pinched nerve in my shoulder from a while ago, so I got one of these trigger point training devices. That foam roller that you're seeing down there, it's doing great work. I highly recommend it to anyone. Got my yoga mat, laid that out, work with the foam roller. I am recovering. I actually just started to work out at the gym again after 3 months of not being able to do so because of the pinched nerve. Yeah, it comfortably fits everything. And I have this little balcony because you may or may not know that in Japan, it's quite uncommon to have an actual dryer. So you get these bars, and on these small balconies or wherever else in Japan, you will, around your house, you will hang your laundry. So that's what I'm doing. And when I'm not hanging my laundry out here, say I move this aside, you have this really nice view again that's only going to get nicer and nicer and nicer. So back in the room, I also have one more closet. So like I'm saying, this is probably way more closet space than I need. And like I more got this apartment because it had the 2 rooms, one that I could dedicate to being a studio space, but it doesn't hurt that I have this. I put like jackets in here, a few extra towels for guests should they ever come. So that's useful. And I don't have like a king or a queen. I think this is called a twin. It's enough that 2 people could very comfortably sleep on this bed, and it fills the space without filling it too much. And then also what I was saying, boom, that guy right there, super important to being happy in the space. The aircon is in the room, so I will not have to suffer during the course of my time here. A couple little personal items I wanted to show off in the room, which are like connected to happy memories. This one right here, let's see if I can get it to focus. So this was a gift for my 30th birthday from my first Japanese teacher, and it's actually gold flakes in there, and I don't think it serves any other purpose than to be beautiful, but I think that's purpose enough. I really like it. I've kept it, not lost it, and maintained its condition. And then, if you've ever seen this on Reddit, this word, let's see, there it is, ikigai. My aunt gave this to me, and if you've seen it on Reddit or know anything about this, an ikigai is your, it's that thing that you want to do in life that you love so much that you would never work a day again. You'd so enjoy doing it. It's like your purpose, your calling. That's what an ikigai is. It's like your calling. So she gave me this key. Hopefully I could unlock here whatever is my ikigai. I really appreciate that. She sends me kind of cool, she's like an artist in her retirement, and she sends me cool little artistic things like that. So if we add it all up, bigger bedroom, 2 floors that nobody walks around above me, beautiful view that I now have, studio space, separated living room, huge shower, which is awesome. There's just so many things that even as I say, if it were only worth $10 each, they easily add up to the additional cost. And if you consider that I'm now 10 minutes away from being inside the city, going to the gym, to the onsen, to any sort of mall, to the movies, all these things that I love, it's really, really convenient. I absolutely love it. What's one more thing? What's a cool thing I could show you here? All right, well, this is dangerous, though. I warn you, if you love coffee and you get one of these, you may find yourself drinking too much of it. It's one of these espresso machines that you buy the pods for. They're amazing. My friend got it for me. I almost had to advise him against it because I was like, if you get that for me, I'm going off the deep end. I'm going off the cliff. I'm going to drink so much coffee. So, if there are any questions that you have, perhaps about finding an apartment, maybe something that I've missed in this apartment, please do write down below. I actually remade this because I realized after the fact that I didn't film the bathroom, the actual toilet. And if you know anything about making tours of apartments on the internet, that there will be hell to pay if you do not show the kitchen or the toilet. These are incredibly important to the internet for whatever reason. This is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing more videos as opposed to just apartment tours, but it's kind of a cool mark for me getting in here, starting this next chapter, working at the private school. It's already been cool. The people there are wonderful. I'm looking forward to making this a great next step. But for now, thanks very much for watching. Please, as I say, write me a comment down below if you have any questions. If you feel like it, hit that like button, maybe subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to get notified of videos as soon as they go up on the channel. But for now, that's all she wrote. The clock has run out.